Oh, poop, it's back o'clock.
And we should... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright. You're gonna see Ian's elbow, I guess. But yeah, it's back o'clock. We are back o'clock in Noselocke.
Sure.
We are here. We are trying to beat the game with 6 nose pass. It's going to be great. We're at the part of the game where we're trying to get through the forest with our friend Cheryl.
He is allowed to evolve them.
Yeah.
Do that. Addressing the elephant not in the room. Rusty is not able to...
I'm going to tell him you called him an elephant.
He has said so much worse about me not on stream. But Rusty is not able to be here, so Rip, rest in peace. And yeah, he's not here.
That's okay. I have done some grinding off stream. We've got a bunch of cool moves like Rock Slide and Spark and Power Gem on some of our guys, so I think we're rocking and rolling.
Well, and again, just last little bit about Rusty, quoting famous American philosopher Dwight Michael Carter Jr., I think that's his name. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Little way.
Alright. Little is awaiting my directions.
Well, direct him then. Direct him to murder.
I'm gonna shoot a bug.
Second bug incoming.
I don't know why you specifically throw out the one that's allergic to my rock move.
Get him out of the way.
I do know why, because it knows absorb.
I was going to say because it knows absorb.
The formula that most of the games go through to decide what they're going to send out next is they look at the moves that
they have.
The Pokemon has and assigns a value to them roughly based on the base pattern. And then multiplies them if they're like super effective. And whoever gets the highest score
comes out.
At least is weighted to come out more likely.
Yeah. And that is also true for quote unquote smart AI, I believe. That voice is not very disarming to me.
Do you think that's an arming voice?
If somebody made that noise at me, I would start arming.
So what does a disarming voice sound like?
I'm trying to think of a funny bit. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm forgetting her name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ian forgetting Rosa Parks' name.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, I love American civil rights heroes.
God, she had a sitcom in the 90s. Kind of had a nasally voice. What is her name?
Are you thinking of Fran Drescher?
I am thinking of Fran Drescher.
Well, you shouldn't be thinking of Fran Drescher. You should be thinking about Rosa Parks, an American civil rights icon.
Why are you doing this to me today?
Are you saying she's not an American civil rights icon, Ian?
I'm saying she absolutely is. What's the coolest fact you know about Rosa Parks?
Wasn't it wasn't it like Papa John?
No.
One of the pizza guys.
Okay, which one?
One of the pizza moguls was like paying her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember which one. Was it Pizza Hut?
Yeah. It was Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, that's right.
And you going to Papa John's, maybe the shittiest. Yeah.
John, what is it, Schnatter? He's the shithead.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was one of the pizza guys.
Yeah. It's Little Caesars, the one that's like, hey, yeah, $5. And you know what? Unfortunately, they're no longer $5 for their hot and ready pepperoni pizza. Rip us. Truly the end times. But yeah. Like, until she died, he was just like...
Paying her apartment.
Yeah.
Papa John could never.
Papa John could never, you're right.
But you are thinking of Fran Drescher from The Nanny. And I don't believe that was her actual voice. I think it's just a voice she put on.
Yeah. So, got a message for Rusty.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm like, well, we're just streaming. Response. Oh, oof. Be there in a sec.
We could do wow.
Baneri.
I gotta say, it does feel really mean to the wormhole. So, I originally thought the power gem was like they're shooting some sort of energy gem at them.
Yeah.
But it turns out they're just like extending the gems, and then the gems shoot lasers. Watch the animation.
Yeah.
Like the gems are still hanging out by nose pass, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it's special. It would be physical if they were throwing the gems at them. Like
So you're saying
every other rock move.
If the rock makes contact with the target, then it's a physical attack?
Generally, yes.
In
That's
ancient,
not always correct.
I was gonna say, with Ancient Powers attack animation, they're like psychically lifting up rocks and hitting them with it.
Yeah, but like, there's supposed to be some sort of, I don't know, ancient power that is powering those rocks, and that's why it's special. And this is just, shooting lasers.
I think you're just making this shit up as it goes along.
No? I'm not.
No!
If you can't prove that I'm not. Prove it negative, motherfucker. Do it.
No. I will say, it's different using a rock type versus a rock ground type that you might be used to using if you're like, have played with Geodude 1,000 times like I have.
Yeah.
Onyx or Graveler or Rhyhorn.
Not always just automatically being ground rock is like
you get hit by a grass or a water move and it's not necessarily a death sentence.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, I'm allergic to that. And while it
No,
doesn't
I gotta
feel
say,
good,
both of these Pokemon are not something I am particularly excited to fight.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna power gem the sun. Fast as fuck, boy!
Dead duck.
Blah, blah.
Now, thankfully, you haven't evolved yet. Because one, that means you're a lot heavier, but two, that means that's quad super effective.
Yeah. Just kill him!
Spaghetti.
He's detecting.
Little.
Kill! I like her beetle from The Legend of Zelda haircut.
What noise does he make?
Who?
Beetle.
Oh!
Very good.
Thanks. Thank you!
There you go. Oh, she's got an animation on her Chansey ball. I didn't even realize
She
that.
does have one like rained up.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that till now. I'm surprised you're not killing the one that knows that grass move.
I'm not sure it does know grass move, but I'm killing the worm pole so that it doesn't poison me, and that takes a longer animation.
Fair. Guess we'll never know. Well, we may know.
Rusty, is that you?
Something silly has happened.
Really?
Yes, Ian's here. We know that, Rusty.
Yes, Ian's the silliest of us.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Rusty, what silly has happened?
Well, today's Wednesday,
Today is Wednesday.
and I did not know that.
What do you mean, Rusty, you didn't know? You didn't know that today, Wednesday, we're celebrating Rosa Parks?
Yeah, dude.
No, I didn't.
She's
Oh.
a civil rights icon, Rusty.
Oh my god, Rusty.
Well, I know who she is. I know why. But I didn't know that we were.
You didn't even know, Nathan.
Wow.
I cannot believe what we streamed with this man.
Be better.
I would like to be, but I'm forgetful as fuck.
Is that why you're late?
Yeah, I literally forgot that I literally thought it was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's not Tuesday again, no problem.
No, it's Wednesday.
Here's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to it today. They didn't say anything.
Today's not Tuesday.
I'm aware.
And so, yeah, them not saying... Okay, I have a similar thing. When I was still on my mom's healthcare plan, this has been a number of years ago at this point, the closest place that was on in network, because she worked for one of the big hospitals in Tulsa, is they had a clinic that was about halfway in between here in Tulsa, and so I went to that clinic, but it was the first time I had ever gone, and so I went to a clinic, and there was this it was this little like almost looks like a cul-de-sac right off of the street with a couple of medical clinics right there. So I go, I use the directions I was given. I go to the place and I walk in, and it is absolutely a doctor's office. And I'm like, hey, I have an appointment. This is my insurance card. I'm a new person here, but I said I have an appointment. We got set up for 10 o'clock, and she was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Handed me the new doctors, like, you gotta fill out, you know, your medical history. Are you allergic to this or that? You know, have you ever died or whatever? You know, whatever you fill out on those papers. Get through it all, you know, cool, whatever. Starting to establish contacts. Apparently, I went to the wrong doctor's office. Like, I went to the one that was not actually run by the hospital system that my mom worked for. So it was out of network, and I had to pay like $100 extra because of that, and all. And I'm like, I went in, it said I have I have an appointment, and they weren't, and I'm trying to establish care. And you'd think that, obviously, when I am not the person, when there's either not an appointment at that point, or not the name on the appointment, you would think that the person up front might
have said something about it.
Hey, I don't see you here. Are you sure? Like, you said even anything, and I would have, because I said I have an appointment here. I made sure to say that out loud because I wasn't 100% sure I was in the right spot.
Yeah. Every so often at work, we'll get somebody calling from Enterprise thinking that we're Enterprise. Mm-hmm. And occasionally I'll have to suss out, no, you're not actually, your appointment is not with us.
Yeah. But like,
and then I offered them a car, because, you know, I could maybe get that.
Yeah. But I very was clearly like, hey, I'm establishing, we set up an appointment to establish new care. This is my name, this is my this is my insurance, this is all, but I said it out loud and didn't say a word about it. And I'm just like, I feel like I have done enough customer service interaction that if the customer clearly states I have, an appointment set up and there's nothing on the list, I would bring that up and say, hey, I'm not seeing you. Are you sure this is...
You're in the right spot.
Yeah, you're in the right spot.
Occasionally, we do have to kind of do that working backwards. Oh, they're not actually...
Yeah. Like, I've done that at every customer service job I've ever worked at. I've done that. I have done that when I was still working the help desk at OSU. People would call either the wrong OSU or, whatever, and I would work to get them, to the right place. But I'm just like... No, she was just like, whatever.
What?
I'm sorry to hijack your story.
Nose P is interested in the other Pokemon's scent, as if it is capable of perceiving any other senses.
It's got eyes.
Yes, but they're not open.
Neither are Brock's.
I just didn't want to be insensitive, Ian.
Being insensitive, like Rusty was about Rosa Parks.
I don't know what you're doing here. I don't understand the joke.
The joke was Nathan sprung this exact same bit on me 10 minutes ago.
Oh, and instead of, I don't know.
Yeah, instead of being like empathizing with you, like, oh, this bit is stupid and puts you on the spot.
Hurt people truly do hurt people.
Yeah. let's be real. Nathan's been kind of an asshole to me today.
I'm curious if I should fight these guys.
Do you think you need to fight a bunch of fish?
Couldn't hurt.
I think it could. Well, most of them are Magikarps. You do have Spark
Get one of the ones that knows Spark.
on some of them.
So did you do a bunch of off-stream grinding in that forest?
I did. We're 25 going on 26 right now. So we've got a couple new moves. Rock Slide on some of them. Power Gem on the ones that are special attackers. Some of them got Spark.
Yeah, we were like
Nice.
19, 20 going into the forest, so he got several levels. Where's the closest you? What level do you have to be past to evolve?
You just have to level up in Mount Coronet or give them a Thunderstone.
I mean, so you can technically have them right now.
You could theoretically have a level 2 Nose Pass. Or a level... you get to have a level 1 Proba Pass if you use a Thunderstone. But in games before that you had to use the special magnetic field, you could have a level 2 Proba Pass.
Yeah, I know. I think you used the wrong move.
I did this one. I'm gonna get punished for it here.
I was looking away, and I looked up to see a Magikarp splash. I'm gonna get punished for it.
So other than going to your appointment on the wrong day, how's your day been, Rustin?
It's been pretty good. Bought some groceries. They took my blood away.
Good. You don't need it.
No, I do. But they also need some.
Take my blood away.
Is your school, are they done for the year?
Yes, that is a decent part of why I did not.
I had a funny feeling.
Yeah.
Didn't know what day it was because I had no longer have a schedule.
Our medical students, our first year medical students, are doing the last of their first year finals this week. So, and the nursing program has been done since last week. So we too are closing up shop soon.
I did leave, there's some magnets on the whiteboard in the classroom, and I did write butts behind them and then put them back in front. And one of my students tagged me on Discord today like, Mr. Scott, Zach erased your secret message to him. And then they put up a video of him erasing it.
It's very good. I'm also glad that your students know that that is a message that you would write.
I mean, I do accuse them fairly often of having butt fell off disease, so...
Yeah, be careful on the repeats of these flights.
I gotta say, if I'm gonna bust out the Versus Seeker, it's probably not gonna be.
Well, I don't want to fight 17 Gyarados.
Gotta say, when it comes to EXP yield, Magikarp is generally not
Not the ideal choice.
the golden goose.
Is there
Memory serves, the
anything...
Golden Line actually does have pretty good EXP yield.
Is there anything that Magikarp is ideal for that isn't evolving into a Gyarados?
jumping.
Gives speed EVs, I think.
There's a whole last game about it. Go get that paralyzed heal. That's a potion.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Didn't
couldn't
understand
remember.
the motion of the potion.
Stop that. This part could be a little scary for you. Especially depending on its level.
We'll get there.
Oh, it's fucking fun. Look, Lizzo leveled up. So when are you planning on potentially trying to evolve your noses?
We'll get there. Hopefully fairly soon. But I don't want to evolve all of them. I think there may be points in the game where having Nose Pass over Provo Pass is actually going to be better. Specifically, the Maylene fight, I think I may want to use a Nose Pass instead of Provo Pass.
Yeah, that's fair. Have things not be quad.
I'm going to be a betting boy that Nose Pass is going to take less damage from a fighting move than Provo Pass. Hopefully, I haven't looked, but I might be able to get Ebulite before taking on Maylene. I don't actually know where Ebulite is.
I don't know if it's in here. Hey.
In the game,
Yeah.
Hold up, what are we looking for?
Ebulite.
It may be like a post-game.
Hey, it's Roar.
So why aren't you just immediately evolving your boys?
I want to evolve some of them. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping to go and do that next. But I don't want to evolve all of them.
And that's why you want the Eviolite is the one, or I can't imagine wanting more than one.
I was thinking leaving, maybe for the moment, evolving 3 and leaving 3. Like I said, at the very least, I don't want to use Provo Pass in the Maylene fight. So having at least a couple of Nose Pass for that fight, maybe one for each of her Pokemon, might be the play. I haven't really gamed it out yet.
Gotcha.
Cynthia, she's a really great dancer, Cynthia. Boogie to the groove now.
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to confirm. Yeah, I don't think it's in the game.
Possible it isn't. It wouldn't have been in the game this is based on. But
The game is the data is in the game because of course it is. But I don't think it's available
possible it is.
from my cursory Googling.
Which would be annoying.
I didn't remember it being available in this game, but there's no way that Rusty could actually look it up instead of me just trying to do it on myself.
Fine. Eviolite doesn't exist in this game. Eviolite availability and BDSP. Eviolite doesn't exist in this game.
That's what I thought.
Annoying.
Smack.
This is the game where you get the dick move haunter.
It is. Though I believe that's in the post game.
Not Eviolite, but Everstone.
Yeah. So, Futch is one of my attack ones. And then Boostless is one of my attack ones. And I think Boostless is going to be the one that I keep as a nose pass. I think I'm going to keep this nose pass.
This isn't one of the games where they just hand you a lucky egg. Is it? What's the next game? What's the next
I
game?
believe there is a lucky egg in the Grand Underground.
There's tons of shit in the Grand Underground if you're lucky.
So, fuck, Mutt, and Tliddle. I think I'm going to evolve next.
Ow. Stone miss. Oh, I was wrong.
Would have been a pain in the ass if it was.
It's always a pain in the ass.
Spreading the to be around. Good call.
Just wanted the guy who knew Rock Smash to be out against the Onyx.
Got you.
Oh no, you can't escape.
Honestly, the bind damage, because I don't think he knows a ground move yet, the chip damage off of the bind may actually be the most damage that Onyx can do.
It's not the most damage
Because it's a percentage of damage. Isn't it like it's just like 1/12 or something?
you look it up.
I could look it up. I'm not going.
Hacker Luis.
Is it Luis or is it Louis?
Louis. It's Hector Lois.
Lois?
Peter.
Beta.
Beater. Beater. Beater.
Elixir? I hardly know her.
Ew.
The one that's like actually kind of scary.
I think I'm just...
Coward.
Little Mutt and Fluck.
Little Mutton.
I like your hand symbols.
Thanks.
Let's see what a sponge is.
Big Knights of Rebellion, Nathan. We've been watching Andor. That wasn't yet. The Machop line not actually that fast. Rusty, have you been watching Andor at all?
I have not. I do want to.
Have you seen the first season?
I have not. I do want to.
It's very good.
Yeah,
Have you seen Rogue One?
I have.
And do you want to?
I would like to see the parts of it with Donnie Yen. I would like to watch just clips of Donnie Yen being a badass. But
I think you can find those online.
yeah, I don't
will
necessarily.
say, perhaps when we finish the next season, we might go back and watch Rogue One just because it has been a long time since I've seen it.
I've seen the consensus for people that have caught up on this season of Andor and gone back and watched it and been like, huh. Suddenly, Cassian is the protagonist of this for me.
I will say, he just looks cool.
Dude, Diego Luna just...
You want a dude in kind of that space cowboy getup, walking all cool at the camera, man. That's your show, dude.
Diego Luna fucking pulls it, dude. I was seeing some videos saying that they kind of think of Suave's space smugglers, Cassian Andor might have overtaken Han in.
I will say the dude is horny on man.
Absolutely turned.
He is. He does just kind of flirt with everything.
Yeah, I mean constantly.
I mean everything.
No, if there's a female in front of him, he's flirting with them.
It's not just the females. It's mostly the females, but it's not just the females. Howard. You should level 2 Geodude here. Can't run for this one.
We'll see if a spark kills.
It won't.
Maybe not. I think that Metatite has less defense than Machop.
You need 2 in a row is annoying.
That move should be more damage.
It was close, man.
On its animation. The animation is so cool, and the damage is fine.
I'm gonna get this one Provo pass and maybe I go fight that other trader there to see if I can get these other guys close. Yo! safety, just for no reason. Confident that a double edge will knock him out, and do that once. What?
Fuck! It's evolving.
Look at him.
You mortals are always picking your noses.
Do we need to refresh the cache?
I'm doing it. There we go.
Nose.
Nose.
Fuck! Let's learn try attack. Oh, over double edge?
Yeah. I think I might. This is my physical attacker. Because he's the one with Stone Edge. Not that you would know that from the fact that his attack is 47 and his special attack is 54. I think for this particular one, I'm going to say no on try attack. Keep double edge. Let's take a look at it. That is a huge boost to defense and special defense.
Yeah.
Especially special defense.
I would say special defense is really a big boost.
And HP is nice too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go heal real quick. For power points more than anything else.
I like how all of the noses are pointing away from the prime nose.
I'm pointing the way.
You'd think they would all be pointing.
Well, they're opposite poles. Magnetically.
You know how some compasses point north and some of the compasses point to other north?
You've clearly never put two compasses back to back.
Yeah. You know, north and other north.
I knew Nathan wouldn't get the reference I made. I'm a little surprised Rusty didn't get the reference I made.
What's the reference you made?
I'm pointing the way. It's a Dune reference.
Sure.
Oh, I have not read or watched Dune.
Oh, I thought you had. I thought you'd seen the new
Nope.
ones.
Nope.
I watched.
I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the new ones, but I haven't.
I watched them when we briefly had back to HBO Max now.
Yeah, it's no longer Max, it's HBO Max.
Some of the very limited reading I've seen on it, apparently it was like one exec who had a lot of power pushing really hard for the whole Max bullshit, and he's kind of been pushed aside, and now everyone's like, instead of losing the most, iconic name in television, let's maybe go back to that.
Yeah, I am generally in favor of pushing aside that one douchebag that insists on changing everything. Almost always he's wrong. And almost always he is the correct pronoun.
I don't think that any of my noses can lose taunt. But let's find out.
Tauntless.
And you would think a big fucking nose would be one of the perfect things to taunt with. I think it was Team 12.
Huh, they can.
Keep that in the back pocket.
That might come useful. Doo-dah.
Okay. So, without knowing anything about really sports or anything, the NFL, each team, they've kind of made in the last couple of years a bigger thing about releasing their schedule, like making it kind of a bigger to-do for the next year. And the Chargers have kind of done a really good job in the last couple of years.
As I remember the one that did all of the anime ones.
That was the Chargers.
Yeah.
That did all of the anime ones. They are completely doing their schedule in Minecraft, and it's kind of incredible. I will link it in the Discord. As somebody who, doesn't really fucks with Minecraft, you can counter him in here?
You can.
I was like, hold on.
I'm gonna shoot him with the rock.
Should. Now, the one caveat I'll say is, I've watched most of this. Have not, obviously, watched it with sound, so I don't know. I can't point to what the sound is like. But
Is there anybody on the team who you can do a slow pan onto them and they can go, "I am Steve"?
I'm trying to think of a Steve on the team, but I don't know their roster that well. There's probably a lineman named Steve on there.
Everybody knows a lineman named Steve.
But the production quality is very good.
Oh, bats.
Oh, cats. Rusty, are you also playing something?
Why would I also be playing something?
Because I'm pretty sure I just heard joysticks being pressed that weren't Nathan's. But I'm not 100% sure.
You did not hear joysticks being pressed, but I am playing a game.
Is it the most dangerous game?
Yes, it is literally hunting you right now.
Is the Skyrim mod pack the most dangerous game?
Oh, you're like 4 billion mods or whatever.
Yeah, guys, my computer downloaded this mod pack so fast it triggered their anti-DDoS protection and banned my account temporarily.
Did you get Thomas the Tank Engine?
No, this is like a hardcore, more accurate visual overhaul.
That one might be the most dangerous game.
It is a horror game. adding the Thomas the Tank Engine turns it into a horror game.
So I played Skyrim for the first time recently, and you do just like after you do the first quest or the first like quest one, you will just be attacked by dragons just at random, and being on your horse riding and suddenly hearing the Thomas the Tank Engine would be terrifying.
Toot toot.
Thomas has spotted his next victim.
The worst part about the dragons attacking is so yeah, they can kill you, but that's really not the worst part. The worst part is like, especially after you've just gotten done with doing something, and like you've got like all of your gear and all that you've got to go sell, and then suddenly you're attacked by this dragon, who has
and you didn't save.
Well, no. Who's got a lot of really valuable resources that you don't want to...
You want to pick up the dragon loot.
Yeah, you want to pick up the dragon loot, but you're like 20 pounds away from your limit, and like...
And dragon bones weigh like 70 pounds.
Yeah, and like the dragon bones weigh that much. They've got a bunch of gold, and their scales weigh like 6 or 7 pounds a piece or something ridiculous like that. And now you're like, oh my god, how the fuck am I getting all of this hoe? If you're lucky, whoever your companion still has some room, and you can either shove the dragon bones in there, or shove whatever, whatever you were gonna sell to your companion, but it's like trying to balance that. And then there'll just be something that, like, you will be going for a while in Skyrim, and then there'll just be something that kills you. You're not, like, maybe you've killed 100 of them before, but suddenly just, this one's got a good weapon or whatever that, like, has a modifier that you're not expecting.
One of them just fucking gets you. Yeah.
And you haven't saved in 10 minutes. And so... that's a lot of, like, back traveling, and all. It's just like...
If you don't like that, I don't recommend the Nulvis mod pack.
Yeah. Well, you just gotta remember to save more often. Save more often. That's what I did. Just gotta remember. Quick.
Don't you worry, I'm a save moron.
Quick saving's your friend. But it'll sneak up on you. You're like, okay, I did this. Oh, hey, I'm walking back. I'm gonna go back to this town, and then you have like one more thing that pops up, and then you have one more thing, and then suddenly it's been 30 minutes, and you haven't saved, and somebody gets you, and it's like, god damn it. And every time it happens, you're like, I told myself that I would save more often. Are you, like, trying to reset the RNG?
No, I just keep accidentally walking out the door.
I'm like, trying to figure out...
Movement isn't super tight in this game.
Yeah, it's not the best. Did you play, the Oblivion remake, Rusty?
Yes. And I'm probably not done with it. It's good. If you liked Oblivion, it's better than Oblivion. But only because it's the same as Oblivion.
Yeah, that made sense.
No, like, it's not an upgraded game.
Yeah.
It's just visually better. And there's a couple of, like, archery is better in the game.
My understanding is archery is mostly better in the game because they actually put a crosshair.
That is the reason that it is better.
Not learn rock rest. You might learn try attack. We'll do try attack over double edge. Doodly bop.
Did you just say Bo Diddly Bop?
I said doodly bop.
Oh. Hey.
He's got to get back to his spot.
There was about a solid decade where kids would just come up to me and go potato top.
Yeah, it's because you were the Diddly Bop guy.
Yeah.
It's a
call and response song that I would do at the campfire.
at camp, yeah. And it's one of those you just make a bunch of sounds and kids love that. You make a bunch of weird kind of word sounds and kids love that shit. They eat it up.
You play to your strengths is what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. We're keeping an eye on Mutt.
What? If Mutt gets close, you're gonna go and...
Well, he's
pretty far away, if I remember. Yeah, he's...
We're 1,029 EXP points away, so...
Yeah, maybe going on to the next bit. Instead of trying to grind out 59 at a time.
Do you want to pop in here?
Pop some bottles. Do you want to get some Coke balls, Nathan?
I don't think I'll be needing any.
Wow. Ballsy.
But
I'll be here all week. No, I won't. I'm out Friday. Which is in 2 days, Rusty.
Okay, thank you, jackass.
So what's the plan here?
use my guy who's not weak to grass moves now.
Good plan. I will admit, I wish they had used the platinum gym layout for this one.
You like the big clock?
The big clock is a lot cooler than the forest. My point being made.
They were really happy with their 3D graphics. They wanted to show them off.
original games and this one, you could go and polish your badges. And that's not a euphemism.
I can do it. Hey, stone miss.
Oh, one.
2!
You start counting.
I just had a really stupid thought.
Oh, please. That has never stopped anyone on this stream. Say it.
Euphemism? I hardly know him.
Gross.
I hardly know him.
Hey!
3 out of 5. That's why I hate Stone Edge, by the way. That's why in things like, on my team, it's pretty rare that you actually see me run Stone Edge. Unless it's like all I got. Not that Rock Slide is like
It should be just fine.
perfect. I will go through the game with Rock Slide as my highest power rock move. If it's a physical attacker, I will do it in a heartbeat. I also just do not understand why Stone Edge is 5 PP.
Oh, you know, just smashing some buds over here.
Like a good old Cherokee County boy. You're not the first person in the county to smash some buds with your buds. How close is he?
709.
Got less from that than I would have thought. Start getting over here now.
You can see the little feetsies.
Yeah.
I am going to do a safety save here just in case I peek over that 709.
I'll be a little surprised.
I can't imagine I
Sure.
would do that. I like how happy he looks when he comes out with Pokemon.
He's just happy to be there, man.
He's a happy little guy. He looks less happy when I am sliding rocks on him.
I think that that's true for most of us, Nathan.
Decide for flowers.
Blonde.
White woman spotted. Have you seen that?
Yes. Going, going.
It's a good thing that crazy fat flower lady from Breath of the Wild isn't in this game. Because I am straight up smashing rocks.
Okay.
Wow, you're just a silly little guy, huh?
I am.
Just a silly little guy. How'd what do?
459. I think I am gonna go back and
Yeah, I would.
level him up.
I mean, it'll still take a little
I
longer
am
than you want.
perfectly fine for this battle, but I have a funny feeling this battle would put me over that 459.
I would be a little surprised if it didn't. You gonna heal?
I shouldn't need to. I only used the one Provo Pass, and hopefully I'm not going to be doing any battling with that Provo Pass.
That's fair.
Being here, killing Geodudes and Zubats.
Geozap. Geobat dudes.
And Chainlink.
I'm a bad dude. What?
Hi, Crunch. Hi, Crunch. Are you coming to annoy Nathan? Very good.
Chris.
Nope.
Hi, Popo.
Go to that side.
Hi, Popo. One. Much remembering the first time it met me. You know, when it entered this world.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, it hatched from an egg. That's when it met me.
Yeah, but I don't think it hatching from the egg was it entering the world. I think it entered the world when the egg did.
Okay. Sure, man.
Oh, what? Now we're not being pedantic on this stream. That's the line.
Ian, hot take, Pokemon life begins at conception.
Actually, the particles that would become it have always existed. Look how cute Cleffa is. I'm gonna smash him with a rock. I'm gonna take a rock, I'm gonna lift the rock back up, and it's just gonna look like a wad of gum underneath there.
No, you're not. You're gonna shoot him full of lasers.
Yeah, magic rock lasers. But I like the idea.
Not too.
That animation is on the same level as the old Gen 2 Razor Leaf.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It's a good animation. I don't know if I think it's on the same level.
I think part of it, the reason I like the Razor Leaf animation as much as anything is also the sound design.
I would say the sound design is the best part. It's a good animation now. I do really like it.
Who was up grinding thy mutt?
Sorry, I was up late last night smashing my rocks. I was up late last night powering my gems.
Any other bros with crystals out there?
I didn't mean to circle back to JO crystals, but god damn it, does it always come back to it. God, it's a linear circle.
He's so cute.
Scraping bubble gum off the bottom of your shoe. Close.
Close, but nose cigar.
A nose cigar sounds
Shit.
awful.
Yeah, I know how to smoke it. I'm cool. I'm cool. Somebody in the history of time has had to, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I've watched somebody smoke through their nose. They did not think it was a good idea. They thought it was a funny idea.
I think I'm going to.
What I was gonna say is
This is one of the special attackers. I think I'm going to keep Power Gem over Rock Blast. I don't know if I'll teach any of them Rock Blast.
I don't. Well, I don't think.
Potentially, it could be very useful, but
Yes, there are use cases, but
unfortunately, we are in the game before loaded dice came out.
yeah, I was gonna say, loaded dice might actually like.
Surely one of the 6.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Let me try it again. Nathan,
What?
let me take the pass.
I will. And it's so easy, thanks to patreon.com/PokeLink.
Well, Nathan, they couldn't possibly be a quick way from our chat to there, could there be?
Unfortunately, Ian, you're wrong, because there is. All you have to do is type in !link into the chat.
What? Hia? Height? Yeah?
That's right, Ian. Hype yacht.
I'm going to not make a joke about this on stream.
Like I say, the difference between these two nose passes is fairly minimal.
That was got much higher attack.
Yeah. That's about it.
Honestly, the one with the lower attack might actually be the more optimal one.
You think I'm going to get confused?
I think you're gonna be the slowest thing on the field, so yes.
We'll see. Don't even really know what Gardenia's rocking.
I don't think you're gonna be. I don't think you're gonna get.
I'm hoping I click Power Gem 3 times and just win.
Oh, I'm not saying you're gonna get confused in this fight. I'm just saying, like, going forward.
I'm going to get through this fight first.
I can't think of anything that she would have that could confuse you. Can't think of, like, a grass move that she would have that could confuse you. I mean, if this were like a later gen, like if this were the next gen, she could have like a Chimecho that she terra'd that could like have a confusion method, but I can't think of anything that she would have like supersonic or confusion. Can't think of anything that's got a secondary confusion effect she would have. Now she can put effects on. She can put secondary effects on. She could. Not poison the things that are out, but put them to sleep and paralyze them.
Her hair is shaped like a football.
Half of what? Yes. I see it. But more importantly, she's wearing a headband. More gym leaders should be wearing headbands.
Like Nart?
Sure. Definitely not like me, who has like, I don't know, 6 or 7 at least in my room right now.
Like
I
Nart?
understood the reference, Nathan.
You're just like Nart.
I am just...
Alexis and I send that Photoshop logo back and forth every once in a while.
I can't not call Naruto Nart anymore. She's just gonna be Nart forever.
I will sometimes call her Boruto's dad.
Boruto's dad is funny. That's good damage.
You're fine.
Less fine.
Even with it being a 3K, you are fine. Now, if she does have a healing item, this is where you may think about switching. But
Quick Claw coming in clutch today.
no. Ooh, that's great damage. I think a crit doesn't even kill you. Yeah, a crit wouldn't even have killed you there. Huh. Yes, you got low, but I don't really think you're ever truly in danger.
This is potentially one of the ones. I'll tell you what, on one of them, I will go Rock Blast over Rock Slide.
Shape it up. And it could be nice to have.
Like I said, there is definitely a use case for a multi-strike move.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do it on this one.
Oh, this is your rest one.
I think I'll do it on this one. Oh, she's very happy.
Yeah. You did it! Dude. That badge is grimy.
I heard that if you stay up all night polishing your badge, you might
You
go blind. If your nose passes, your special ones can know that could be that you're still covered. Nah, I doubt they learn it.
But yeah, I don't think they do. $8.24, not $8.24, like the movie.
Or like, how many moon pies did I eat? Oh, I ate 24.
Nathan, that's concerning. Also, that's where all the moon pies went.
I really needed to calm down.
Yeah, I need to drink a 7-Up.
I have a moon pie.
Quit murdering people. That is one of my favorite videos to come out in the last several years. I've showed you that. We showed you that one, right, Rusty?
Which one?
The local sheriff. There had been like a rash of like violent crimes in his area, and the local sheriff is like very old southern old boy, and he's just like, people need to calm down. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie. Quit murdering people.
I don't think you have shown me that.
Oh, okay. I will change that. I thought we had.
Are you trying to like farm some kind of something on these trees, Nathan?
No, I just knew there were items over here that I could get now that I had cut.
Why did you cut one, walk past it to respawn it, and then go back and cut it again?
I forgot that it was the wrong way to go.
Gotcha.
I was discombobulated or disoriented. All turned around.
So, just chill out. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie. Quit murdering people.
I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna go ahead and post that in the Discord, but so just chill out. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie. Quit murdering people. It's just quit murdering people is like going to be in my vocabulary forever now.
I can check my friends.
You can check your nose.
But I can't check my friend's nose. So if I put my finger down here, they love me. They love me. Aww.
I don't want to know what's happening in there.
It's rock hard in there, Ian.
Gross.
Oh, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, Vern.
We're just gonna have that hanging in the corner now.
Mason posted this picture.
With the feet censored.
Yeah. So Mason, friend of the channel, he's been on a couple of times. He's also was my former debate partner, one of my best friends. Posted.
Aw, cutting the tree got rid of my boobs.
Oh, okay. For just a second, I'm like, hold on.
Wait, what?
But he has a very adorable cat, and he likes to post photos of them. And in one of the Discords we're in, he posted a photo of his cat. But he also censored his feet in that photo, and of course everyone in the group chat is roasting him. One of our other friends is like, feet locked behind the paywall.
As you do.
As you do.
Zoom it! I like the zoom in on the nostril there. I say that Sparky animation is violent. Just like fuck him up.
That's what he does.
Oh no.
You'll never catch me, Zubat man.
Which of the base Protac designs are the best in Pokemon Nathan?
Good question.
And why is it the Gen 5 designs?
Gen 5 designs are pretty good. I'm not sure how I feel about Hilda's booty shorts.
I think maybe the black and white tube designs are even a little better.
People were kind of making fun of Nate's visor. I like Red. I like his Gen 3 design.
Yeah.
I kind of like Gold's kind of lumpy hoodie in
The original.
It is
is
Johto games.
Yeah. The meme that came out years ago comparing the new design with the old design, the tree trunk legs and all.
Yeah.
I do not think I'm gonna be able to find that one. But
I always thought Leaf had a good design.
yeah, I do really like the Gen 2 ones.
Chris is kind of beloved, though the hair is weird.
Which one is Chris?
Crystal.
Okay, yeah.
With the weird, like, handlebar hair.
Eh. Not the weirdest hair in anime.
Dawn is pretty classic, though
I've never loved.
I question the wisdom of traveling through a wintry region in a skirt. For Leaf, it makes a little more sense because Kanto's fairly urban.
I hate the beret. Never liked the beret. It may actually be the Gen 3 designs, May and Brandon.
I like Brendan as Ruby Sapphire fit.
His Ruby Sapphire fit.
I will say is it a hat or hair? I think they could have cleaned up that debate visually. It would have been cool to have a white-haired protagonist, but it's pretty clearly a hat.
Yeah. In my head canon, he is white. But
I will say I've never been super duper in love with Alola's lack of pants. Which it's a tropical region, I get it.
It's hot.
But like 0 pants. Everything is shorts or like capris at best.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm going.
Are you?
I'm going back to black.
Yeah. Rusty, do you have anything to add?
I think Alola 2.
Yeah, they've got.
I don't
Ultra
love
Sun, Ultra Moon.
the female protagonist's weird, roughly orange shirt. And we've discussed at length how much we dislike the uniforms, the school uniforms.
The orange ones are very bad. The purple ones are not as bad, but the orange ones are very bad.
I don't mind the purple suit, though it does make the protagonist look like he's about to be drafted.
Yeah.
I don't hate the uniforms on their face. I hate the attempt to force them to work together with every other option.
Yeah.
I just think it would have been. I would have liked it if you had, like, because they had seasonal outfits, just have a uniform that you automatically swap into when you walk onto the school campus. Customize that the way you want, and then customize your not being on campus clothes.
I like Victor's design a lot, except for his shoes are stupid.
The shoes are stupid. The trunks are kind of dumb. The hat is kind of dumb.
I'm okay with the hat. I like, what's the female? Victoria?
It's Victor and Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria.
And again,
I don't like Gloria
part
as
of it is
much.
cold region,
Yeah.
skirt. I don't super duper love it. Also, the gym challenge uniforms are done.
Yeah, I have ranted at length about the dumbass.
If I had to pick a favorite, maybe red. Although again,
Yeah.
I like red. I think it might be red.
Yeah, red's not the wrong answer. Again, Ruby Sapphire Blended, maybe my pick.
Vests kind of look cool.
Yeah.
He's got the vest going on, especially in the old art. He's
Yeah.
got the vest.
But I really dislike the beret on him. In fact, in this game you can take it off, like as quickly as I could.
You can change your outfit when you get to the store in Ghost.
Yeah, and as quickly as I could, I got him out of the hat. Like, I bet if you still go into my playthrough, I am in whatever the hatless outfit is.
Rusty, would you love me if I were a wormhole?
No.
Tragic.
I kind of like Wormhole, and no, probably not. In fact, I may have just lost this one, but I was doing a run of Poke Rogue where one of my starters was in fact Wormhole, and I got not Butterfree, but Beautifly with the passive ability Symbol.
Simple plus Quiver Dance is kind of scary.
No, it's not. It makes it usable. I was +4 using Bleak Wind Storm 20 levels over something, and it didn't die, and it OHKO'd me with a rock move.
Tragic.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was 20 levels over at +4, and Bleak Windstorm did not kill. I'm like, God damn it, Beautifly.
Ha! I'm too slow to be disabled.
I don't know if we can say that, Nathan.
I don't think we can.
Nathan, I don't think that's good.
No, that's probably problematic. I'm gonna go heal.
Scoped it out? No.
Well, and in the previous, in Gen 4, that is the hardest fight, I think, in all of Noselocke.
It's one of them.
in this game
Is
they
that-
have not nerfed it considerably, but I do still think it is worth.
Is that the Perugly fight?
No, it's the Skuntank fight.
Oh, it's the Skuntank fight. Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, it's
That Night Slash is.
it's one of the most deadly fights I think in all of Nuzlocke.
Yeah. Do you know? So you know.
We used to keep track.
Yeah. Nathan used to keep track. He used to run it.
No, I did not run that thread.
Oh, I thought you did run.
I ran the final team.
Oh, the
thread.
final team.
Another person has asked me to take over that other thread, and I'm not doing a great job of keeping up with the final team thread, so
Yeah.
we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, if I had enough time, I would sit down and hash it out.
Yeah. But so this is one of those dangerous fights. The other is one of the other most dangerous fights is the Ruby Sapphire Emerald. In Ruby Sapphire, it's the second rival fight. In Emerald, it's potentially the third. You have the optional one, but the one there on the bridge on Route 116, I think it is.
Rival 2 is always scary.
Rival
Rival 3 is depending on the game.
Yeah, but that one right there is always a scary fight, and is one of the more deadly fights in Nuzlocking.
Whitney always had a high kill count.
Yeah, with the caveat that the Gen 3 rival is like the worst rival. Because in the original Gen 3 games, you didn't even fight the rival's final evolution. The rival starter's final evolution. They changed that in the remakes. But in the original one, you didn't even fight the final. And the point they were making is, turns out Brennan and/or May, battling wasn't, necessarily their cup of tea. They were much more on the scientific side. I love it. Cool. Let me fight there. Make the self-discovery after they have a fully evolved starter Pokemon, man. For just a second, I don't know why, but that reminded me of the Shadow Pokemon animation there. God, Citrus Berry here sucks. I hate that the tail Pompadour spikes out when they attack.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And then of course
Some fries, motherfucker.
I once had this fight wipe my entire team except for a Psyduck, which lived on like 2 HP.
That was in one of the
That was in my No Evolution Nuzlocke. You can look that up on the Nuzlocke forums if you want to read.
I don't know how you got that one across the line. And you can see how.
I'm just saying, well, if you're curious. But no, I beat that game with a Buizel with 47 hit points left after beating Cynthia. It was the skin of my fucking teeth.
The other, one of my other favorite runs of his is the Noselocke with Manectric. That had a couple
another one where I was like, there are a couple places where if I had rolled different, I would have lost.
That also had a couple other interesting rules. But if you want to go look it up in the Noselocke forums. Just click on him, you'll find it. He's got them all. listed.
Into the bike shop, yeah.
8:45.
This guy wearing a karate gi.
Let people fucking live.
Which color should I get?
My vote is red.
Because his nose past his nose is red.
Yeah, sure. I like that they very much include that you're wearing a helmet. Gotta get your brain bucket on.
Your dome defender. Your head holder.
Want to see something cool? If you talk to this little thingy right here,
Yeah,
it'll let you ride your bike.
that was in Gen 4 too.
It was. And it's anywhere you see these little bike racks, you can use them to get on and off your bike.
The bike definitely does increase your speed on this one.
And it does have the 2 gears. That's the slow mode. This is the fast mode. And it does the little rotom zzz, just like the one from Galak.
I bet it's the same voice file or the same audio file.
I got a rare candy.
I got it, brah.
Cyclist Axel.
Got it memorized.
Attacks you with fire.
I'm gonna shoot this bird with a rock. Well, we're gonna be wrapping up today. I will say we're probably going to be gone on Sunday. But we should be back next week with more of this. In the meantime, your homework is to think about the role that civil rights leaders like Rosa Parks have had in our society. That's what I'm. It's a cute little
I
animation.
was gonna say, I don't know if I had seen it.
Yeah, I haven't actually clicked it today.
Yeah.
Before then.
The little triangle was.
Man, what happened to your bike?
Don't worry about it. Motherfucker.
I think between streams I'm gonna go do Wayward Cave over here. Because who fucking cares about Wayward Cave,
How
man?
would your
There's a
mom-
girl, she's lost, I'm gonna get her out there. The other thing is that those segments where you have the partner trainer are very nice for grinding. You know, if we're lucky, I'm going to be level 36 by the time we are playing next one. And that is my plan for beating meleeing and Crasher Wake and everything as much as anything is
He's
just
just be over level.
bigger number, better guy.
Bigger number, better person. It's a Dan Henshaw tweet.
Is that the menswear dude?
No, it's the screaming. Hold on. It's this guy. His first really big popular meme was him just like in a completely washed out video, just kind of screaming at his car. The other one is him like on the beach, cheesing really big. Said, "I'm on the beach. Cocky what boing boing." Well,
You left for a minute.
I'm just gonna.
Gross.
If you want to describe the tweet, I'll let you. If not, go to Dan Henshaw on Twitter and find him.
I don't think I will. Cyclist John. Hey, John, it's what I do.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I shot a bird. Cyclist Ryan. Do you think Ryan be riding?
Yes. I had to stop myself from saying the very first thing that came to my mind, but yes, I've come to the conclusion yes.
If you had said the first thing that came to your mind, would we all be crying?
Probably.
I don't want to be crying in front of Ryan. I'm trying not to cry in front of Ryan.
Rachel! Sorry, Batman came out for a second.
Pew pew.
You shot that cat.
I'd do it again, too.
Right before we got off stream, Nathan's scrolling through Twitter or one of them, and it was Pogaduku posting the clip from Northern Lion playing Pogaduku, and of course it was Electric Dark, and he was like,
You got swooshed by Luxray.
yeah, he's like, Shinx, and of course it was wrong. He's like, Luxray, and yeah, it's like. Yes, we get it. The meme is he should be dark and probably should have been. It's fine. Pokemon said no.
going to.
Girl Pikachu. I knew that just by looking. Oh no, you're gonna be slower than the Pikachu. Pikachu's little heart-shaped tail. Do you think when they were writing heart-shaped box, they really wanted to do heart-shaped tail, but knew Nintendo would sue?
Yeah, Kurt Cobain famously afraid of litigation. Courtney Love will tell you at any opportunity that that song is about her vagina.
Well, good to know. Great thing to end stream on.
I will say I think the remaining members of Nirvana contest that, but you could probably do a lot of Courtney Love says this, which is contested by the remaining members of Nirvana.
Yeah. That probably is. This is probably as good as any spot.
Yeah. Let me get through this last cutscene with Brennan. And,
I forgot there was one right here.
It's very quick. He's just gonna give me some items
Use the item finder. Whatever.
and some stickers.
You got some stickers. You put them on your balls.
I could. And that's what I think of every time when I get some stickers.
Phil from... I forgot what names you Phil from. Get
No, I can do rematches.
Nice.
No, I can find hidden items.
Nice.
Bye, Don.
Bye.
Alright. That's a good stopping point. You
Yeah.
have 3 big noses and 3 less big noses.
Yeah.
That's a great place to end it, I think.
Yeah.
Except we should be back with more of this next week. And then after that, maybe more Monster Hunter on Sundays. But not this Sunday, because we're going to be gone.
We will be gone. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, everybody.